What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Welcome back here to my channel, Just Simply Sports with me. I am Kaja. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're not new, you've been here, I appreciate you. I need all of you guys. If you've been following me, you're not new to follow me, or you're new to follow me, whatever it is, I need you guys to hit the like button for the algorithm. I thank you and appreciate you in advance. I know you guys, my hair is pulled back, but you know what Drake says, hair tied, chilling with makeup on, okay? So don't judge me, okay? I'm giving you guys the real, okay? This is the real. Let's get into some real NBA off-season moves that completely threw me for a loop. If you've been here on my channel, I've been talking about NBA trades. Free agency is just like going crazy. So many unexpected trades. One of them being the Bucks. Damian Lillard, Dame Time, Dame Logo, whatever you want to call him. I was so completely caught off guard by that just wave. I know that he's hurt, but dang, he will be back. I really feel like it's so unfortunate to get a chance to really see what Dame and Giannis look like, especially in the postseason, because last year, season before last, Giannis and Dame were both hurt, and then this past season, Dame unfortunately was hurt, blood clot, and then came back, and then Achilles. It's crazy how, life works. The basketball gods were not in his favor at all. Well, not a lot of athletes' favor when it comes to Achilles, should I say. But nevertheless, I see a lot of people talking about where Dame should go, next stop, back to Portland. No. It is obvious that he wants to compete for a championship. He has everything you can think of. He's made his money, generational wealth, a lifetime deal with Adidas. I think his Dame 10 shooters came out. The man is loaded. He's living his best life in terms of the success money-wise, right? What he is missing is his chip. He wants a chip. So for that reason alone, he should not go back to Portland at all. Like, bye, bye, bye. Like, we're not going back to Portland. It's not going to happen. But I do think that aside from the teams I'm hearing Celtics, no. Miami Heat, no. I heard Orlando Magic, no. And it's not as if I don't think he will be an asset to the Celtics. I really feel like when JT comes back, right now, they have enough going on with their cap, right? They're trying to figure some things out. They brought Anfree in, who Dame kind of raised on his own. If you look at him when he shoots, it kind of reminds you of Dame's game, you know what I mean? So they have him there. He's young, expiring contract. They don't want any other heavy hitters on their cap. You know what I mean? Of course, Boston's like super, super cold. Who wants to be way out there? No. Heat, no, absolutely not. Look, even with Dame, I really feel like Miami is just so like far out of reach. It doesn't make sense for them to try to compete for a championship. I know the East is wide open this season, and I think Dame should be able to come back around the playoffs next season, but then he has to get acclimated, in their offense and whatnot. No. Too many young players over there, I think, to make the kind of adjustment like that, like towards the end of the season. You know what I mean? But the perfect Orlando, I forgot about Orlando. Orlando, too young. Too young. That whole team is full of young stars. I mean, throwing him in there, obviously, from a veteran standpoint, I think would be good. But when you have such a young, dominant lineup, that team is doing very, very well, led by Paulo and Franz. I wouldn't throw Dame in there, honestly speaking. I like what they have, like what they're building. I wouldn't mess that up right now if I'm the GM for Orlando. But hear me out and do not judge me. I really feel like the two, not one but two, best places for Dame. The first one, Timberwolves. Okay, now you guys may say, "Hey man, I really think they could use somebody one who's a vet, because Mike Conley, he's on his way out, right? And I really feel for him. So I really feel like they missed the opportunity the past 2 seasons to really get that man a championship, or at least get to the NBA Finals, but it didn't happen. And you know what? They need somebody else who's capable of shot creating, getting his own shot, who can move with the ball, move without it. They already have a lot of defenders around. We know Dame's not big on defense, but he will slide his puppies in Kendrick Perkins' voice if he needs to. You know what I mean? You already have, and obviously, because both sides of the ball, Rudy, I guess they're going to keep him. Who else? Nas Reed, Jaden, like they have already, enough defense, I really feel they need more offense because we saw in the offseason, in the playoffs, offseason, in the playoffs, we saw that Ant Man was kind of struggling, when OKC was pretty much, had two, three defenders on him. He didn't really, and then, Julius Randle as well, you know what I mean? Like, for some reason, Ant Man was kind of struggling, that the team kind of goes as Ant Man goes. But if you are a defensive team like OKC, right? You have Dame there, you got Ant Man, you have Julius Randle, who plays both sides of the ball. You don't really know who to go to, right? You know what I mean? And that's the great thing because Ant Man still has a long ways to go in terms of learning different things, learning, how to get out of situations where he's defended by multiple defenders. We saw he really struggled with that with OKC. I mean, this is the second time, see, back to back seasons that we saw him struggle in different ways. Like, he worked on his three, but they forgot about the mid range. You know what I mean? So Dame can take care of the threes. You know what I mean? Ant Man can still shoot his threes, but he also needs to work on how to work that mid range or at least get back to it. So I really feel like with Mike Conley out, and then of course Dame is still being paid by the Bucks. Great for him. Clap it up. Bringing him in and adding him to him and some Timberwolves, you know what I mean, who are already championship contenders. They're not too many pieces away, you know what I mean? They're not, they're a piece or two away. I really feel like they will be the perfect person to add to that lineup with Mike Conley gone. Someone obviously who's experienced, who comes in clutch, you know what I mean? Dame time, you know what I mean? So I could really see him really be an asset to this team and really helping them take the next step and getting to the Western Conference Finals and dare I say NBA Finals to win it all. Second place. You may say I'm crazy, but just follow my vision, okay? Golden State Warriors. Now, I know you're like, damn, Steph here. What would they do with Dame, right? When Steph got hurt, it was obvious that Jimmy struggled with having the bulk of the defense solely focused on him. And I know that Dame and Steph are very similar in terms of shooting the threes, but one thing I think we forget is that Steph does not need the ball. Obviously, we know what he can do with it, but he's not a point guard or guard, shooting guard, you want to call him, you know who you ask, who needs the ball to still be impactful. You know what I mean? Steph can pull up and shoot from anywhere. He can get inside, outside. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that Steph can't do. You know what I mean? And I think it's underrated in terms of his finishing around the rim, his float game. I mean, there's nothing that Steph can't do. Dame, obviously, he's very similar in those threes, and I really feel like aside from a center, because they need more size, right? You might be thinking, okay, Steph is 6'2", Dame is 6'3", like they don't really, they got pies in the starting line. Like, this is already a small lineup, and everybody else is kind of like just getting bigger and bigger, right, in terms of size, right? So they definitely need a center, right? That's obvious, right? I'm not talking about that. But they also need somebody else who can get their own shot, who can score. In situations where, God forbid, Steph is hurt, or, Steph needs a break, or whatever, I really feel like, could you imagine defenders trying to figure out who to guard? Okay, do we focus? Do we double team Steph, double team Dame, right? 5-on-5, right on the court, right? So if we have two defenders on Steph and Dame, then who has the last person, right? Because Jimmy obviously can get his own shot. Jimmy definitely works the mid range. He's not big on threes. He can shoot it here and there. You know what I mean? But you need Dayton's also really, really good in terms of assists, right? You need someone else that can help shot create for that second unit, right? Podge, I love Podge. I mean, if he's not knocking down the threes, you know what I mean? He kind of does, like he's like very scrappy. He gets in there, gets, wherever he can get. But sometimes he needs somebody else to create a shot for him, right? You can have Dame do it. Jimmy does it, you know what I mean? Draymond, imagine, Draymond knocked down quite a few threes this past postseason. Like, I really feel like if you have Steph there and you have Dame there, right? And then you have Jimmy, all three of them on the court at the same time is going to be a problem. Now, I know it's like, well, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. Hear me out and hear me well. That is going to be a problem for a defensive team because when you are planning out your game plan, right? You're like, okay, stat sheet, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, not stat sheet. That's what I'm looking for, you guys. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Oh man, it's coming to me, it's coming to me, it's coming to me, it's coming to me. Scouting report. Bam, there it is, you guys. I'm sorry it took so long. Scouting report. Could you imagine as a coach, you sitting there like, oh man, okay, so they got to slow down Steph, they got to slow down Dame, you know what I mean? Because they both can assist, they both can rebound, they both obviously shoot very, very well. Could you imagine them playing off of one another? Okay, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Sprinkle Jimmy in there, throw Draymond in there with his defense, his IQ. You got the youngest coming along. Kaminga, I'm not sure he's going to be there or not, but if he is there, you know what I mean? Kaminga getting a lot from Dame or getting one Steph to Dame back to Kaminga. My mind is just going crazy with all the possibilities, and I love it. You got Post who's still there. He's young, but he's coming along, coming into his own. Hopefully he gets more minutes. We still have my guy, Big Moses. I love Moses. Don't say anything bad about him in the comments. You know what I mean? So you have him. Now they got Will Richard, Alex Tui. We'll see what they do. But nevertheless, I really feel like people wouldn't expect it because they have Steph there and they're both obviously very dominant with the threes, but I really feel like that could work and it would be a huge problem. I'm trying to tell you guys, you may not see the vision, but I'm telling you that would be a huge problem for a defense. I could see a coach like, oh, damn. What we gonna do with this one? Like really and truly, because Jimmy is such the opposite, of Steph and Dame. Like I think the reason why Dame would did well with Jimmy in Miami because obviously Dame 3-point. Jimmy, he will shoot it, but he doesn't need to shoot it. You know what I mean? He works mid range more so. He looks to always pass first. You know what I mean? So it's just to me, I think he would fit right in. Obviously, you need a strong center, but find somebody. It doesn't have to be someone that we know. Just damn it, I need the Warriors to find somebody, okay? Somebody who's ready now, not somebody, obviously who needs work, not really sure what they can do. There's a lot of talent, you know what I mean? Find somebody. And the best thing is that the Bucks are footing the bill for Dame. So the Warriors don't have to worry about necessarily paying him over 100, 150 million because the Bucks have taken care of that. They have done everybody a favor. Could you imagine Steph winning his 5th ring? Dame winning his first ring, Andrew winning his first ring. Could you imagine a night and a Dame time, all in one game on the same team, you guys? I'm so excited for the possibilities. I love this idea. Maybe it's the Warriors fan in me, but I love this idea. What do you guys think, though? Are you team Warriors or are you team Wolves? Let me know in the comments, and of course, see you next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out, you guys.